So, will it be? And?
สวัสดีครับผมทานข้าวกันหรือยังครับสวัสดีนะครับสวัสดีสองสาวผู้ที่ไม่เคยทิ้งเราไปไหนนะครับถึงแม้จะมีสตรีมเมอร์อีกท่านหนึ่งสตรีมอยู่ก็ตามสวัสดีครับเปิด2 จอปะเนี่ย
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Are you on the hunt the Bomb King คุปโป Bomb King A crossbreaker aiming for the Imperial Trace took a wrong turn into a nearby wood within which tree discovered the ruin of a fallen ship เอาแล้วใจอะแยกได้ป่ะครับ Fallen airship and within them a beat akin to the great ball of fire chased her screaming for the group. The soldier later identified the creature echo on the frame. The bomb he saw was 10 times the size. The clock แปลว่าอะไร clock แปลว่า clock แปลว่า clock แปลว่า clock แปลว่ายังว่าซั่นCROCK มันเป็นล็อกแต่เป็นคล็อกคล็อกแปลว่าคนที่หาประโยชน์ไม่ได้อะไรวะแปลว่าหม้อ The Clock The Clock The Clock อ่ะเดี๋ยวเราค่อยว่ากันเราไปทีละที่ก่อนตรงนี้คือตรงไหนวันนี้ส้มทำตัวแบบแปลกๆเลยบอกให้วิ่งเข้ามาในห้องมันก็วิ่งเข้ามาในห้องคืนนี้มันต้องมีอะไรแน่ๆเลยมันสงบผิดปกติบอกส้มเข้าห้องมันก็พยายามเข้าห้องมันก็วิ่งเข้าห้องทานข้าวกันอะไรค
A
รับ
star, Ruby. It's worth at least twice what.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh?
วันนี้มาม่าพรุ่งนี้อะไรป้า
nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander. Word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always... And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I reckon, and don't we that...
Goat will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
ตรงไปเลี้ยวขวาเลี้ยวซ้ายเลี้ยวขวาทำไข่ลวกครับอะไรวะอ๋อไข่คั่วนานไหมคนเด็กคั่วนานไหมว่านอนสอนง่ายจริงวันนี้ส้มครับส้มนี่มาไหมนี่ไหมส้มครับ
All right.
ขี่จักรบกต้องทำได้ขี่จักรบกมาที่นี่อีกแล้ว
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
Slay Elder Until
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that.
ตีกวาง
Toggle? Toggle, kill! All yours, Toggle!
ไปวันนี้เราจะลุยเควสต่อขอเคลียร์ให้เสร็จก่อนมาตีกวาง
Now, will it be enough, I wonder?
แปลงร่างเหรอ อ๋อกระดูก อ๋อมันตีกระดูกกระดูกมาให้
I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
หมายักษ์
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal.
รู้ใช่ไหม
Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
มาล่ากวางให้เอากระดูกให้หมาแท้เชื่อเลยทีนี้ผมมีความรู้สึกว่าไฟเนี่ยจะต้องอยู่บริเวณนี้แหละ
No use calling Ambrosia now.
เพลงมันชอบเองขอเคสสักทีนี่มีอีกเรื่องหนึ่ง นึกขึ้นได้โจกระโบดสีแดงอ่ะโคตรโหดเลยในแฟนตาซี14อ่ะโหดมากโหดแบบตีทีเดียวตายเป็น100 คนอะไรเงี้ยนี่ไงกูเลยว่า37แล้วเหรออาการหนักนะเล่นเยอะเหมือนกันเลยนี่ไง
slow. And hard toggle. Nice try.
เหมือนเล่นกับเหยื่อเลยเว้ย ทางนี้ไปไม่ได้หรอดึง
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
ข้องใจเดี๋ยวขอวิ่งแถวนี้แป๊บหนึ่งแล้วเดี๋ยวเล่นเนื้อเรื่องต่อแล้วกินมาม่าอีกแล้วหรอผมควรจะกินมาบ้ามั้ยจะกินมาบ้ามาม่า พูดเป็นบาบ้าอีกครับผมก็จะกินมาม่าไอ้ที่อะไรเนี่ยผมก็จะกินมาม่า ควรจะกินมาม่าบ้างคำโรบินฮูดมาส่งยาหยอดเห็บเราต้องหยอดที่คอมันใช่ไหมใครเคยหยอดยาหยอดเห็บบ้างน้องมีเห็บเยอะมากเลยอะผมเห็นเมื่อวานผมเครียดเลยเมื่อวานคือไม่เหมือนเพราะว่าที่พี่ต้อมบอกว่าให้หยอดที่ไททอยของหมาที่คอของแมวไททอยไม่เหมือนแล้วก็ต้องแยกกันด้วยใช่ป่ะเพราะเดี๋ยวมันก็เลียกันเวรกรรมที่ไหนแล้วสมมติว่าหมัดมันอยู่ที่ท้องข้างหน้าแล้วมันจะยังไงอ่ะมันก็จะได้รับเอฟเฟกต์อย่างเงี้ยหรอถั่วต้มยังไงต้องใช้ถั่วต้มด้วยหรอฮะเดี๋ยวต้องเอาถั่วอะไรไปต้มอ่ะหมายถึงยังไงคือต้องให้แมวกินถั่วต้มแล้วก็ทายา
Thanks, girl.
พูดจริงเหรอต้องเอาถั่วลิสงไปต้มได้ไงแล้วคือยังไงอะถั่วต้มมันเหรอน้ำลายฟูมปากเป็นมุกเขากินถั่วต้มมาหรอ าที่ท้ายทอยแล้วต้มถั่วลิสงแล้วยังไงอีกนะเฮ้ยอะไรวะเนี่ยแต่ว่าถ้ากินถั่วแล้วน้ำลายฟูมปากนี่ขอดูดิถั่วลิสงต้ม ถั่วลิสงต้มไม่มีนะไม่มีอะไรต้มทั้งนั้นนะ โดนหลอกนี่ว่าหยอดยาไม่ตรงท้ายทอยแล้วน้องเลียตอนแรกคิดว่าตายซะแล้วโอ้ยน่ากลัวว่ะไม่หยอดดีกว่าปล่อยให้มันโดนหั่นเครียดเลย
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. So Lady
Ah, but she threw it.
Karen refused.
ส้มเหลืองส้มหยอดยานะ
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All done?
Got bomb.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in...
What debt? I may have tossed it, but those were...
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
ทำไมนำหน้ากันนะเฮ้ย
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used, either out of habit or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... forget where.
ขายของช่วงนี้
I
ปวด
had
หัว
nothing
มากเล
better
ย
to do on the long nights. We sat up drinking Island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw
รุ่น
away
พี่มาซื้อ
everything he had.
รุ่นพี่มาซื้อ
To right
ของกับ
along
ผม
when
แล้วก็
no
แบบว่า
one else had the courage to
ผม
face.
ยุ่งอยู่ก็เลยบอกว่าให้เอากลับไปก่อน แล้วก็เดี๋ยวผมสอนให้ตอนผมเลิกงาน
To the ends
เอา
of the
ไลน์ของ
earth.
เพื่อนมาเพื่อนก็คือแบบเป็นพ่อคนแล้วใช่ไหมเป็นพี่ชายของรุ่นพี่อีกทีหนึ่งเขาก็ให้ไลน์มาไว้ผมแอดไปแอดไปปุ๊บเป็นไลน์ลูกสาวตลกดี
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid.
ของนี้ย้อนอดีตเนี่ย
Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden
อ่า
alone.
แบบครั้งชุดแรกที่มาสร้างมั้งนี่ไง1 2 3 4
But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings
Chum,
of a
chum.
tired old
นี่
man.
มา
Leave that lot.
พี่
I'll tidy it up in a
พี่
bit.
พี่ต้อมครับ แล้วหยอดยานี่หยอดมันมียาแบบหยอดหมดเลยปะอะไรอ่ะ
This is Sid's handwriting.
นี่มันลายมือของซิดนี่
Dear Otto,
ถึงออโต้เพื่อนรัก
I may be drunk,
ฉันอาจจะ
but
เมา
I wanted you to know
แต่ว่าอยาก
this
ให้
place would
นาย
be
รู้ไว้นะ
fucked without you.
ที่นี่มันแย่แน่ๆเลยถ้าไม่มีนายอะ
Love you, you grumpy old sod.
รักแกนะ
this note.
โน้ตเนี่ย
What about it?
มันเกี่ยวกับอะไรอ่ะ อ่าน
Sid
ดิ
was right. Without you, we all
ซิ
be
ดพูด
lost.
ถูก ถ้าไม่มีคุณนะพวกเราแย่แน่ บอกว่ายาครับ หยอดเลยเปล่า
You should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
ร้องไห้ร้องไห้ นี่ใช้เควสแล้วเนี่ย
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
ไม่หมายถึงว่าหยอดแบบหมดหลอดเลยอะครับ ไม่รู้หลอดมันยาวแค่ไหนอะผมไม่เคยเห็นอะ
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go,
ก่อนจะไปเนี่ย
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine.
อ๋อ สมบัติของซิดเหรอ แก้วน้ำ
Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
already have.
ใช้เควสเฉยๆมันล่อได้นี่เลยเควสชื่อ payback แก้วน้ำของซิดนะครับ ขอบคุณครับ
Mid told me she
ผม
was
ขอโทษที
building
ครับ
a
ผมถาม
ship.
เยอะหน่อยครับผมไม่เคยหยอด
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off so...
ไม่เป็นไรครับเดี๋ยวไปอ่านข้างหลังอีกทีหนึ่ง
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough. That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a puppy. All right, now we know what's...
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
อ๋อเลียอยู่แล้วครับ ไม่ต้องสืบ
You can, aye. In return...
ก็แยก
Just
แค่
a
นั้น
moment
ค
to
รับ
see him.
กี่ชั่วโมงอะเดี๋ยวไปอ่านหลังกล่องก็ได้ครับ ไม่เป็นไร ลืม
Thank you, Clive. The
nobleman who visited. Was that really Sid's uncle?
ทำไมแท็กเควสมันเยอะจังวะ
Were you able to locate your...
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks.
Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transfer?
About how she somehow woke the power.
Precisely that. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw,
เขาบอกว่า
have been diverse and plenty.
เขาบอกว่า
And that number has only grown
Torgal
as
เนี่
the
ย
realm's dominance have fallen to your sword.
อาจจะ
One can but
แปลงร่าง
speculate
ได้มากกว่า
as to
ร่าง
how
เดียว
all of this has affected Torgal.
โทโก้อาจจะแปลงร่างเพราะว่า
Seemed more fierce of late.
แบบ
If I'm not
อยู่
mistaken,
ภายใต้การปกครองข
he
องใคร
will
ก็
grow
อาจจะแบบ
fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies.
Oh. He's more than an ally. He's a friend.
เดี๋ยวรอดูกันว่าแปลงร่างได้มากกว่าเดิมมั้งส้มทำไมนอนอย่างนั้นล่ะเฮ้ยมีเครื่องประดับด้วยเหรอไม่เข้าใจว่าเก็บเลเวลยังไงหมาโทโก้เล่นอะไรอ่ะ อารมณ์ดี
He cracked the crystal too.
พรุ่งนี้มาถึงส้มเนี่ยหยอดผิดอาการปวดหัวดีขึ้นหรือยังครับคุณเจนอันเดอร์สกอร์ฟันไม่อยู่หรือพูดแปลกๆอาการปวดหัวดีขึ้นหรือยังครับคุณเจนอันเดอร์สกอร์เพย์
Is that the thing Tomes helped you with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really?
All right, Clive. Asterix, Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that.
She did.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
ต้องทำไงถึงจะดีขึ้นกินยาดินอนให้เยอะใช่ Use the hunt board to locate the bomb king. Make for the four deck.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
เห็นมิดบ้างไหม
In a boat.
อยู่ในเรือนะ
Going that way.
ไปทางนั้นน่ะ
Then I'm too late.
ฉันมาสายไปเนี่ย
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like... Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it.
ปวดเพราะมาดู
One
ส
of
ตรีม
your
แล้ว
uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post bleeding haste.
ง่วงเนี่ยต้องรีบนอน
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
เดี๋ยวสักครู่นะครับยังไงอะหยอดแล้วก็ทาอย่างเงี้ยเหรอไม่มีภาษาเชี่ยไม่มีภาษาไม่มีภาษาไทยด้วยอะก็มีแต่แบบอย่างเงี้ยหยอดที่คออย่างเงี้ยเหรอมากินไหมมาซ้อมใช่ไหมมานั่งหยอดแมวอะไรให้เขาดูเนี่ยน่ากินส้มมาใช่ไหม เอาอีกไหมเอาอีกไหมเอาอีกไหมแหมรู้เรื่องเยอะรู้เยอะเอาอีกเปล่านนต้องทาไหมอ่ะมันต้องแบบทาปะมันไม่มีเขียนบอกอ่ะส้มไหมนี่ไหมช่างเถอะมาส้มครับอันนี้มามันส้มนี่ไงส้มไหมกินไหมสวัสดีครับRevolution น้ำหนักเท่าไหร่ครับน้ำหนักเท่าไหร่แจ็คอะ100ก็นั่งกันดาก็ได้ครับหยอดเลยเนาะหยอดหมดหลอดเลยเนาะใช่ไหมโอ้ยส้มครับกินไหมหมดหลอดเลยเนาะเอ้ยไปส้มไม่มีใครบอกว่าต้องทาไหมจับก็ไม่ได้ด้วยกี่หยดอะโอ้ย โหลมีใครอยู่บ้าง เดี๋ยวมานะครับแป๊บนึงนะต้องมานั่งเอ้ยโอ้โหเสียวหลังวาบเลยเมื่อกี้หันไม่เจอมันเลียมันจะตายใช่ไหมอ่ะเห็บหมัดอ่ะมันจะตายใช่ไหมมันจะหลุดล่วงลงมาใช่ไหมหรือว่ายังไงพี่ดำเนี่ยประเด็นจับตัวยากจับตัวเย็นเหลือเกินถ้าไม่มีให้กินข้าวก็ไม่รู้จักกันหรอกอีกอันนึงอยู่ไหนวะเดี๋ยวมานะครับดำเข้าห้องมาลงมาเร็ว เอาอีกแล้วกลายเป็นคนเลวอีกแล้วเอาแต่ใจกันแล้วเกินพวกมึงนี่ไม่ยุ่งแล้วเอาเลยตามสบายขู่ตลอดตามสบายครับหาข้าวกินเองนะครับเอาเลยครับเอาเลยครับผมตามสบายเลยครับขู่ได้ตลอดนะ
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
ขอบคุณนะครับที่ส่งวิธีหยอดยามาให้ครับ
I remember what you told me.
ขอบคุณครับ
But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
ทรงมึงตายมากเลยนะ
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
เขาบอกว่า ถึงฮิวโก้จะตายแล้วแต่ว่าภารกิจของเราก็ยังไม่สำเร็จนะครับเป้าหมายต่อไปคือที่ทวินไซต์ก็คือเมืองหลวงของเอ็มไพร์น่าจะไปตรงนี้ครับ ก็คือน่าจะไปบุกดรากูนบุกไปหาน้องอะฝั่งตะวันออกของแดนสมาเคียนกินลูกชิ้นกันกินไม่แบ่งขอให้อร่อยนะครับกินทั้งวันเลยนะ เอ้ยไม่ใช่สิไม่ใช่
How are you feeling?
Better.
เป็นยังไงบ้าง
Thanks to Taya.
ดีขึ้นแล้วต้องขอบคุณทายาดีใจที่ได้ยิน
And
แบบนั้นนะ
Toggle helped too. Didn't you, boy?
โทโก้ก็ช่วยด้วยนะใช่ไหมเฮ้าจะเป็นไม่จำเป็นต้องพากขนาดนี้ก็ได้มั้งไอซีนี่คือที่สูงเปิดได้ปะเปิดไม่ได้แซ่
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars.
นี่จะเป็นเส้นทางการค้าระหว่างพ่อค้า
and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for
Ini
those
yang
living
lebih ni.
outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Outlaw. สวยจังเลยอ่ะเพลงก็เพราะมวยคมๆเลยครับเปิดตัวอย่างโดดเด่น
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's
Jonas.
trouble up ahead.
ผู้
And
ขาย
too
ดาบ
much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt.
Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the past.
พ่อค้าทำรถเข็นหาย
He sent the two of us
เห็น
to
กอบบิน
fetch
แล้วก็เลยวิ่งหนี
It's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
ช่วยไหม
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on them.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad, reckon he won't be forking over the...
All right.
โอเคเดี๋ยวไปช่วย
You just put an end to those bandits and...
พวกมึงนี่แม่ง ไม่กล้าสู้ครับเพราะว่าเก่งไม่พอเขาบอก
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot.
มีแบนดิตโอ้โหถึงว่ามันไม่สู้
These must be our bandits.
ไปโดนนี่ยังโดนอ่ะ สงสารโจรจังเลย เริ่มสงสารโจรแล้วโดนพลังแบบ
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that card? Getting all of this.
Seems we found ourselves the...
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
สองคนนี้ไม่น่าเชื่อใจ
How exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about.
แน่ๆทำงานจบแล้วก็ไม่ต้องกังวลแล้วไม่ต้องห่วงอะไรแล้วอ่ะเงียบไป
It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
ไปซะ
There's no need to be so rude,
ไม่จำเป็นต้องหยาบคายนี่พี่ครับ
What if we want his help again next time?
ถ้าเราต้องขอให้เขาช่วยเหลือครั้งต่อไปล่ะแสดงว่าเดี๋ยวมี next time เฮ้ยแสบฟันแม่ง
You've had your rewards and you're not getting any more. Now piss off.
พูดไม่ดีเลย
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least. The path continues on the other side.
Sủi đi chăng này. Ui, ủa mình tù đó. Lui.
Stay down.
ศัตรูมันเริ่มเป็นแบบไอ้พวกเนี้ยไอ้พวกที่เป็นแบบการ์เดียนอะ โอ้โหจะบอกมาจากหินวะสวยแน่เลยโอ้โหThe Final Sin
So this is Zemeckis.
สวยจัง
The land of the gods.
Land of the God
It's even more impressive than I imagined.
นี่มันสุดยอดกว่า
I
ที่ฉันจิน
remember
ตนาการ
being captivated by the story as a child.
ตอนฉันยังเด็ก
Long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power.
อ๋อนี่ไง
The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes.
เขาบอกว่าพระเจ้ากับมนุษย์
If
ทะเลาะ
anyone
กัน
ever
ที่นี่ครับ
manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
เป็นที่สุดท้ายของสงคราม
But the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers.
อ๋อเราจะสงครามสิ้นสุดพระเจ้าก็ลงโทษ
I always
ด้วยการ
thought it
ทำให้มี
strange
โด
that
มิ
the
เนนต์กับแบ
dominance
เรอ
and
ร์
their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites.
ทำไมโมโห
Epic
อ่ะ
battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I
ทำไม
could.
อ่ะ
He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
ดูที่นี่สิ
I know.
แค่นี้ก็มากพอที่ทำให้ฉันเชื่อว่าตำนานเป็นจริง
We're not far from Boklad.
เราไม่ฟาพอมา
The
บุก
road
แลน
will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us.
ไปปวดหัวทีนึงไหม
Clive?
ครับ
Something wrong?
อะไรเหรอ
Nothing.
ไม่มีอะไร
It's nothing.
ไม่มีอะไร น้องมึงเดินอยู่ข้างล่างใช่ไหม โอ้โหมีนไวโอ้โหฟ้าผ่าซาวดี จอยสันกลัวฟ้าร้องฟ้าแลบแป๊บ
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
ข่าวลือเป็นความจริงสินะครับท่านพ่อ
I have.
ท่านสลับบัลลังก์ให้กับโอลิเวีย
Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
เฮ้ยกำหมัดแล้วนะ
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
เขาจะปกครอง
I shall advise
จั
him
กรวรรดิได้
when
ยังไง
he comes of age.
เขายังเป็นเด็กไปเลย พ่อ
Or
ได้โป
for
ร
as
ด
long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion.
มีข่าวหนึ่งนะดิออน
Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's
คุปก้า
fang
ตายแล้ว
destroyed.
เดรกแฟรงค์ถูกทำ
The
ลาย
pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The emperor whom I
โอ้โห
gladly
เสียงฟ้าร้อง
serve
ทำดีมากเลยอะ
great Greeker, made flesh.
พ่อไม่รักพ่อรักแม่ใหม่มากกว่านี่ก็รักพ่อ
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces.
พูดเป็นอยู่คำเดียวไงวะ
It is time to show the world the true power of Sunbreak.
Sunbreak มึงทำตัวเป็นจอฟฟี่มากเลยพ่อท่านพ่อ
I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread?
ทำไมพูดแบบ
Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sunbreak, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
พ่อติดอย่างพูดมากเลย
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire.
พ่อเดินเมียเด็กครอบงำแล้วกันอะ
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring.
จอฟฟี่สัส
I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
ดอกไม้ต้องมีอะไรแน่เลยอะ
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
ตบกับกระโหลกซะทีดิ
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
ทะเลาะกันด้วยดิไอ้เหี้ยคุณแม่ตบที
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
เราต้องผ่านตลาดไปทางเหนือเราไม่ทันเมื่อกี้ฟังไม่ทันโอ้โหโอ้โห
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly backlogged. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Well done, Torgal.
อะไรอ่ะอ่านว่าอะไรอ่ะนะนางอะไรอ่ะนางโจยอะไรอ่ะอะไรจีอะไรอ่ะมันคุยภาษาไทยกันไม่ค่อยรู้เรื่องเลย นางทัวอะไรอ่ะนางทัวใครบ่นภาพไม่สวยวะเนี่ยโอ้รู้สึกเย็นเลยอะรู้สึกว่าไม่อยู่ใต้ร่มแล้วก็เย็นจริงๆ รู้สึกว่าแดดมันแรง
Ready, go? Yeah! Yes!
Refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal blessing. Back to the stables, girl.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Porter for hire. The best service at the best.
What do you think, girl?
แต่งตัวแบบว่าพอดีพอดี
Let me carry your goods. I'm... Well met.
Enchanter.
You've a discerning eye. Many thanks. You're welcome anytime.
I wish to engage the Crimson Caravan services. Where's the proprietress?
ร้านโจโกโบกล่องสมบัติเยอะจัง
Our new arrivals had brought in
I hear the brothers found another victim. Can you... if ever you see a couple of brothers up in Leitney's Cleft, you just pass them right on by.
And why's that?
Because they're duplicitous bastards who make cutthroats and footpads look like upstanding citizens by comparison. What they do is befriend a passing merchant, someone new to the area, and steer them straight into the arms of bandits. The merchant dead and his murderers busy bickering over the poor bastard's wares. The brothers set to sweet-talking some other unsuspecting fool. A warrior, now. The brave soul charges into the footpad's den thinking he's doing the realm a favour, and when he's done, the brothers sweep in and loot the bandits and dead merchant both.
Yeah, there's a lazy sort of cunning to it, I suppose. You'd think they'd run out of bandits eventually.
So close to Bogclad? Not bloody likely.
Anyway, if you run into them, you steer clear. Or better yet, give them a damn good hiding.
I really wish I had. Thanks for the warning.
มันเตือนว่าสองพี่น้องที่เราเพิ่งช่วยมันเมื่อกี้ครับเป็นคนไม่ดีถ้าเจอมันนะหลบซ่อนตัวไว้ดีกว่าอะไรเงี้ยหลอกให้พ่อค้าไปโดนโจรฆ่าหลอกให้โจรโดนฆ่าเพื่อขโมยของจากโจรแล้วพ่อค้า
My sight, wretch.
Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
ไม่ขายขนมปังด้วยเหรอทำไมอ่ะ
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
ไม่ได้รับอนุญาตจะข้ามไปฝั่งนู้นไม่ได้
And they're checking everyone.
ต้องมีเอกสารรองรับด้วย
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we?
กูสอยู่ไหน
He must be around here somewhere.
ขอเก้าหน่อย
Come and taste my peaches. Sweet as nectar.
กูอยู่ไหน นี่ไง
Excellent.
Ah, good.
There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last...
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
โดนตบของไปครับ
We'll meet you there.
น่าจะเป็นเอกสารที่ใช้ผ่านทางแล้วเขาบอกว่าเขามีเพื่อนอยู่คนหนึ่งในนี้ก็คือคนที่คุมคาราวานโชโกโบสีแดงที่เราผ่านมาเมื่อกี้
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Looking to hire a coach?
คิมสันคาราวาน
It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
10 ล้านเลย
Bid you good day.
อย่างแพงอ่ะ
Wait, don't go, El. He's my mate.
เขาเพื่อนฉันเอง
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad?
มาทำมาที่บล็อกแลด
I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
เราเรื่องให้ฟัง
So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen.
Trader Pass ใบอนุญาตการค้าขาย
Of all the...
ถูกขโมย
You're the size of a marble. Honestly.
จริงมีตัวใหญ่ขนาดนี้โดนตบอะไรประมาณ
Goots
นี้
told us that you know the markets well.
รู้สึก
Might
ว่า
you have
คุณ
an
รู้
idea
จักตลาดนี้
which
เป็นอย่างดี
little bairn could have done this?
เขาจะรู้ไหมว่าเด็กคนไหนท
We just need our pass back.
ำเราไม่ได้ต้องการจะลงโทษพวกเขาเราแค่ต้องการ
We can be on our way.
บัตรผ่านทางคืนมาแล้วเราจะไปตามทางของเรา
So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass,
ฉันบอกไม่ได้หรอกใครว่าเอา
but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
แต่ฉันพอจะรู้ว่าทำไมมันถึงขโมยไปอ้าวอะไรวะให้ฉันอธิบายนะเพลงขึ้นมาอีกแล้ว
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion goods?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
Eloise. ชื่ออะไรนะ
Pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Eloise.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Furniture maker ช่างทำเฟอร์นิเจอร์ช่างทำเฟอร์นิเจอร์อยู่ไหน
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
โอ้โหเจ๋งว่ะได้ฟิลตลาดมากเลยอ่ะ
I'll take the large one.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
เออ
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
นี่มันจอร์จแฟร์นี่ว่ะ
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
เขาบอกว่าคุณจะบอก
That they're
ได้
targeting
ว่า
the
ใครขโมย
traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted.
โดน
Not
ต
that
บ
they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
Fishmonger นี่คืออะไรพ่อค้าปลาแต่ว่ามันไม่เคยได้ยินคำว่ามองเกอร์
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you?
ลมควัน
Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
Eloise
She's asked me to help her.
ชื่อ Eloise
To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
เด็กกำพร้าเป็นคนขโมย
A
ของ
few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
โดนเด็กขโมยของ
Right
นะ
then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Life will be different there.
มีเด็กอยู่แถวนี้เขาบอกให้ไปถามเด็กๆแถวนี้ อาจจะไม่รู้เรื่องแต่ว่าก็น่าจะได้ยินบางอย่าง
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
น้อง น้องหรือเปล่า
Excuse me.
ขอโทษ
Do you
นะ
mind if I ask you something?
ขอถามหน่อยได้ไหม
Stop you. I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
มีใครขอร้องให้เธอทำอะไรที่มันไม่ธรรมดาไหม
Grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away.
อุ้ยทำไม
So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave
ทำ
you
ไมอารม
alone.
ณ์ไม่ดีขนาดนั้นวะไม่คุยก็ได้
I'll take the large one.
An excellent choice.
เฮ้ยน้องคนนี้ท่าทางเหมือนโจรเลย
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Caravan stops next.
คิดว่าเด็กผู้หญิงผู้ชายเป็นคนทำอาจจะเป็นคนนี้นะ
Excuse me.
หน้าตาดู
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
นี่ไงมีเพื่อนดี
We need to find him and
ปาก
ask.
สว่างด้วย
Do you know where your friend might be?
ถ้าเด็กคนนี้ไม่พูดก็คือเราก็ไม่ได้ปกป้องอาณาจักรแล้วครับ โลกก็จบแล้ว
You've been very helpful.
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods.
Not here. She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
เด็กคนนี้หรือเปล่าวะไม่ใช่
Daddy, I'm hungry.
โอ้โหสะเทือนนี่ไงแก๊งเด็กเป็ด
That big fat donkey was easy pickings.
นี่ไอ้อ้วนนั้นมันถูกขโมยง่ายจัง
If we robbed his boots off him.
เขาไม่รู้ตัวเลยซ้ำว่าเราขโมยของเขา
Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
วิ่งหนีเลย
So that was Hunza, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
โอเคเราตามฮอนซ่าไป ให้จิวดูเด็กสองคนนี้
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Daddy,
That's that then.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me a good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else, someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones.
Whatever you do to me, I
can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their guild, me and my mates would have starved.
ต้องขโมยไม่งั้นเพื่อนแล้วก็ตัวเขาเองจะหิวตายพวกแคสโตนคือใคร
Cowards! You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not.
นี่มาช่วยเด็ก
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people?
โหหน้ามึงไม่ใช่ตัวละครประกอบเลย
Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
Sister ใครอ่ะลูกซิดแน่เลยอีกคนนึงมิดมึงเป็นหน้ามึงเหมือนซิดมากเลย
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade.
Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
น้องของเจ้าของฟาร์มโจกโบ
What do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
ก็เราอยากจะจบเรื่องนี้ก็คือเราต้องไปทำลายแคสโตนเพื่อให้เด็กๆไม่ต้องถูกจับมาขโมยของอีกนี่มันแก๊งรีดไถจับเด็กมันเป็นขอทานนี่หว่า
Oh, where is it?
So, what else? We find the Carstones
แผนคืออะไร
crush them.
จะอะไรล่ะ
You
ก็
get
หา
your
แคส
trader's
โตนให้
pass
เจอ
back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
ง่าย
All right then.
โอเค
Hansa.
ถล่มหลังโจรครับ
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate.
เดี๋ยวพาไป
I
หา
tried
เรา
following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leighton's Cleft.
To Leighton's Cleft, then.
Leighton's Cleft is to the south. Past the camp.
ไปถล่มแคสโตนกันน่าสงสารจังเลย
Daddy!
There are no crystals here. We have to...
นี่จะไปหาหลายรอบแล้วเนี่ย
Come on. Faster.
คนอื่นเขาเล่นจบกันหมดแล้วยังไม่จบเลยกลัวโดนสปอยใช่ไหมนั่นไงมึงเอาบัตรเทรดเดอร์กูไปมึงโดนไอ้โจรทะเลทรายรู้ได้ไงว่าเรา
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
ตายถ้ามึง
You should have minded your own.
Yours, Torgal. Press.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
โอ้ยลังน้อยไปโอ้ยเริ่มเยอะแล้วนี่เป็นนักเวทต้องแต่งตัวอย่างนี้วะ
We got company! That's the law. Over here! Torgal, chill!
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
นี่น่าจะเป็นลังมาแล้วมั้ง
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
โอ้จะฆ่าเด็กทิ้งด้วย
Scum.
The leaders of the Cast Stones, I take it.
นี่จัดการหัวหน้าเอง
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
พวกมันไม่ควรจะได้รับความปราณีคลาย
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
พร้อมแล้วไปก็ไม่ได้เก่งขนาดนั้นบ้างไม่ต้องไปเล่นใหญ่แล้ว
Fuck. It's that guard from Bocklad. Kill him. Kill them all.
เล่นใหญ่กันแล้วกัน โคตรแรงเลยครับ แรงเกินของที่ขโมยไปขอขึ้นเถอะนะ
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course.
เดี๋ยวคืนของให้คนในหมู่บ้านให้หมด
Oh, and be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
ขอบัตรคืนอย่างเดียวพอบัตรคอนเสิร์ต ชี่ยมันพูดเชี่ยเวรกรรมไม่ด่าล่ะไพรฟ์ร่างไฟขี่จักรโบกไม่ได้
Fly, Ambrosia.
ไม่ได้ดิฟไม่ได้ไปเราจะผ่านประตูแล้วพอ
That'll do, girl.
Speak with
Daddy, I'm hungry.
ใครก็ได้เอาข้าวให้หนูคนนี้กินหน่อย
That's that then.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
Bloody crimson caravan scooping up.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way.
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail, and their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise.
Eloise.
Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest
ผม
of
ว่า
the
ช่วง
goods back.
เกมแบบเวลามันมีช่วงเควสแบบเนี้ยคนบ่นแน่เลย
Of course.
เพราะว่าแบบ
I'll make some space in
เก
the
มมัน
store.
ทำเป็นเหมือนรถไฟเหาะเลยอะคือผมไม่ติดอะไรนะ
I
ผมชอบ
expect
ด้วย
you'll soon
แต่
be
ผม
on
รู้สึก
your
ว่า
way then.
คนมันจะ
But
บ่น
it
ว่าแบบ
wouldn't do to leave
มันเนิบ
without
ๆอะ
introducing yourself
แต่ผม
properly.
รู้สึกว่ามันได้เสพบรรยากาศดีครับ
Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
I shall bear it with pride.
เหลือเชื่อเลยให้
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
มันบอกว่า รับจ้างขนทุกอย่างเลย
Right then.
ขนคนขน
Let's
ขอ
get
ง
this back to Goods.
คนก็พวกที่เราช่วยอ่ะพวกแบเรอร์ครับโอ้โหกูกำลังจะไปที่นี่มึงก็มีไซด์เควสให้กูเข้าใจทำแล้วเกินแล้วเป็นไงไม่ทำได้ไหมไม่ได้
Pardon me, but would you have that well-notched steel, and might you be convinced to offer me the use of...
How exactly do you intend?
ขออนุญาตกดเควส
Being
ไซด์
something
เควส
of a
เร็ว
scholar of Zemeckyan history, and I require a rugged companion. Should you accept, well, will you...
My arm.
Wonderful.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis road. And quickly, there is not...
Good luck with your ne'er-do-well. I better make sure.
โอ้โห
Doesn't get himself
เดาว่า
killed.
เควสน่าจะเป็นไปในทางเดียวกันนะ
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise.
Perhaps.
Finding someone. I was now Joseph's a sellsword and a good one.
โจเซฟ
Any
เซล
idea
ซอส
where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
Joseph.
Can't imagine there.
เดี๋ยวจะไปกลับไปเจอไอ้สองพี่น้องโดนกระทืบแน่มึงหลอกใช้กู
Hurry, man. I must leave. Bloody cruise and caravan.
If I knew arrivals
Now I just need to see about getting the work.
Bad news.
Good, actually. The only trouble is the search.
What exactly are you celebrating?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red.
So I've...
Oh. So you know of it then? A gentleman whom... Would you pass the good news to us? So you'll do? You won't need to go. It's old free. Stop by.
I'll be right back.
Bearer of Good News ดูเควสสิไปเราไปไล่จากข้างนอกก่อน
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough.
The innkeeper.
If he's just got home
from the Empire.
So it's the floods.
คนนี้เท่ว่ะ
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going. The crystal...
What do you want?
Just information.
Now you mention...
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road.
ทำตัวล็อกแรกเงี้ยใช่ป่ะมีโจรอยู่ข้างหน้า
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
อยากซัดบอสแล้ว
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. More importantly,
เดี๋ยวช่วยคนนี้เสร็จปุ๊บแล้วไงต่อ
colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe.
เขาบอกว่านี่คือ
Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped.
กำลังศึกษาเรื่อง ไอ้ซากโบราณนี่อยู่มันบอกว่านี่อาจจะไม่ใช่สิ่งที่ก่อสร้างโดยคนทั่วไปไปไหนวะ
Passionate. I'll give him that. Ready, go?
ใช้เพื่อนมันขยันเดิน
You deserve a rest.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones.
Maybe he found his thief.
Mum won't let me near them.
Shh, now.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I would.
ใครวะโจเซฟเดอะเซลซอสเซลแล้วขึ้นไงอ่ะผมพอถามว่าขึ้นไงก็มีให้ขึ้น
Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here.
โจเซฟฉันมาตามหานายโจเซฟนายหลอกใช้ฉันนายน่าจะอยู่ในถ้ำอ้าวกอบลินเลย
I think we found our thieves.
เฮ้ยเท่ว่ะกอบลินคิงเหรอ
They don't look happy to see me.
ไม่โดนเก่งจังวะคอมบินมันเก่งมากเลยนะแต่มันถึกดีคุยกันรู้เรื่องไหม
Let's get this over with.
Stop. Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
I've been gone that long. Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
ทำไมมนุษย์ถึงปกป้องกอบบินอ่ะ
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know why that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found that cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but the others, they huddled around that food. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been...
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so... I've been teaching, and once they've learned to hunt and forage, They won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Bocklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market. Oh, and
สอนกอบลินให้ใช้ชีวิตครับ
the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it.
ตลกดีตีมึงเป็นลูกมาเลยเมื่อกี้
Good girl.
โอ้โหมีกล่องอย่างนี้ด้วยครับเฮ้ยไอ้ยาบ้าบออยู่ๆก็ได้ดาบแรงๆมันก็บินอีกอะ
Not a... All right then. Who's first? It's over. Farewell.
น้องหมากระโดดหมุนติ้วอุ้ยตื่นแล้ว
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, not when such majesty.
เนี่ยเมื่อกี้เขาหนีเรามานี่ไง
As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward. History awaits.
พอแล้วกลับบ้านเถอะพอแล้วเหนื่อยแล้วโอ้ใส่หัวเลยเขาเล่าเรื่องประวัติศาสตร์แถวๆนี้นะครับอ๋อนี่ไงซากปรักหักพังตรงนี้ไงโอ้โหว่าแล้วเชียวหาเรื่องใส่ตัวได้มาโอ๊ย มันเลียตัวเองแล้วไม่ค่อยสบายใจเลย
Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more, I am in your debt, and once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. One day, perhaps, I will...
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death...
Glad to help, but... Didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you.
ให้กูเยอะขนาดไหนแหม่ปวดกระบาลให้กูนิดเดี๋ยว EP เยอะ ให้เยอะอยู่นะให้เยอะอยู่ครับเก็บไว้ก่อนดีกว่า อัพไปก็เท่านั้นแหละ
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business.
โจเซฟไม่เป็นไร
Thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
How much? อ๋อคุ้มแล้ว ได้นี่ไงรีนาว
This is everything.
Speak with the Miriam the Butcher. Speak the Rolex the Guard. Speak with the... Okay.
Come on, come on!
Come on, come on. Butcher ไหม
Are you Milan, the butcher?
Milan.
That's
me.
me.
What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
อยากกินไวน์ด้วย
He knows me only
จะเสร็จ
too
งานแล้ว
well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Beauclair clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else.
Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them.
Crystal Road.
We get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Let us through. I'm looking for Bolek.
ถามใหม่ก่อนมั้งจีน่านอนยังครับอะไรเงี้ย
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Audrey.
Come, taste my peaches. Yes. The finest earthenware from the free
ตะ
city.
โกนอะไรกูตกใจ
Juicy pears.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Jug of snake spit for the road.
Come one, come all.
แม่ค้าติ๊กต็อกเลย
Out of my sight, wretch.
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
So,
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but
Being
slops
an
without
anti-fans
Aldrich
way,
to
yeah.
go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
and more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set
มีผู้หญิง
aside.
มาคุมเวลาเล่นเกมก็รู้สึก
Bottle
ดี
between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it
แต่
can't
เขามี
hurt.
ผัวมาตามอยู่ข้างหลัง
Here they are, the three pillars of
Hello.
Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
ดีมาก หยุดติดกันเลยเหรอเจ๋งว่ะ ออกไปไม่ได้ครับผมทายาอยู่ครับผมร้องทั้งคืนวันนี้บอกเลยร้องไปเลยไม่มีใครง้อครับเอาเลยตามสบายเต็มที่ร้องทั้งคืนวันนี้ร้องเป็นบ้าหยอดยานี่ยาเห็บยาหมัดถ้ามันออกไปมันก็เลียกันใครๆก็ทำมันทั้งนั้นแหละครับคุณอิด
Jug of snake spit for the road. The caravan stops next to the train.
What I really want to be is a blacksmith.
มันไม่ใช่ว่าลากันบ่อยๆนะ
Try not to lose it again.
มันก็ฟีลเดียวกันเหมือนแบบอยากไปดูคอนเสิร์ตก็ลา
Thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if
อยาก
I'd
ไป
come
ทำอะไร
back
ที่ตัวเอง
without
ชอบ
it.
ก็ลาอะไรอย่าง
I'll
เงี้ย
have to say thanks to Elle and Theo too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you
ไปหา
again,
ผู้ชายก็ลา
you know who to
ไป
turn
หา
to.
ผู้หญิงก็ลา
We do.
ปวดหัวก็ลา
And we already have.
เป็นเมนก็ลา
Mizelle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
จะได้ผ่านประตูบานนี้หรือยังเนี่ย
Right. We have a place on the wagon.
จะได้ขึ้นรถเหรอ อ๋อโอเค on the wagon.
Remember, Goots. We're
We are
mercenaries.
mercenaries.
You hide us to
จำไว้นะ
protect you.
เราเป็นทหารรับจ้างเจ้าจ้างข้าเพื่อปกป้องเจ้า
You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong,
ถ้าหลงทางไปเจอกันที่หอนาฬิกาหอระฆังBig Bell Tower โอเคแต่งตัวแสงเงาดีเหลือเกินมือโอ้ยมาเธอร์คริสตัล
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
อีดอกไม้นี่มันต้องมีอะไรแน่ๆเลยเนี่ย
What do you know of my blood?
อยากตบหน้าแม่เหลยเกิน
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
บายบายครับ